Go on, everyone. This is Peter Proudlock, and it is the player ratings from yesterday's 4-0 defeat against Manchester City at home at St James's Park. I think we all knew that this game was going to be another write-off, and as soon as our back four got announced before kick-off, we feared the worst massively, and look what happened. Just look what happened. Far too easy for Manchester City at times. My word. VAR, where was it needed at times when it had to be? That's a penalty on Ryan Fraser. Edison completely wipes out Fraser. No penalty is given. Where's the VAR? Or was it checked that said there wasn't enough in that? That's a penalty all day long. But it's just the defending I'm really just so annoyed about. Let's look at it. Let's look at the first goal, right? There's people are putting it down to Dubravka or Kieran Clark for the fault of the goal. Right. It's Dubravka for giving away the corner, but for the goal that was scored by Ruben Diaz, it's garbage defending from Clark. Look at the ball when it comes in. Kieran Clark just stands there and just is like, watches it come over his head. Are you frightened to head away the ball or something? Schoolboy stuff. Just get your head onto it. Clear that away. Just terrible. Why did he start the game yesterday? Because Fabian Schär hasn't been playing good. Well, maybe not at his best, but Clark, he's finished. Absolutely done. And he's just watching the ball come over his head. I mean, how way? That's schoolboy stuff, man. The second goal, right? It's an absolute corker from Cancelo. But both Lascelles and Clark have both got their bodies turned sideways. I mean, it's dreadful. It's just absolutely dreadful. And the third goal scored by Morris, given offside at first, but look, and our captain is playing him onside. He can't get the offside trap right. That is the thing. And the fourth goal, well, it's just easy. It's just an empty goal for Raheem Sterling, isn't it, to put that in. So, there you are. And now it just shows we are desperately in need of new centre-backs at this club, defenders. I mean, look at what we've got. We're conceding goals left, right and centre. Some of these defenders have overtimed the stay massively. They really have. Maybe a backup left-back's probably not a bad option as well now. Because we've got Lewis out injured. Paul Dummett's still out injured as well. And Matt Ritchie just can't play there anymore. He hasn't got the defending for it now. He's lost a lot of pace now. And that is the problem. And we can't continue with the same defence throughout the rest of the season. Because it's going to cost us massively. And it's going to send us down as well. Because we've only had one clean sheet all season. The rest of the games we've played, we have conceded goals. And really goals which should be preventable from happening as well. And it's just terrible, man. It's absolutely garbage. There you are. Well, then, I'm going to get into the player ratings now. So here we are then. Start off in goal, Martin Dubravka. And it was his fault for giving away the corner. He had to pull off some really good saves. He really had to. But again, at times his kicking is all over the place again. And he really needs to work on that massively. He really needs to. But there was times he had to pull off some really good saves. I'll give Dubravka a 5. Now the back four. Right back spot, Jacob Murphy. It wasn't so bad at times, but again, that is not his position, is it? I mean, the other option was Emil Kraft, and my God, no. If he played there, God knows what could have happened as well. But again, it wasn't bad. But again, he was caught out a lot of the time, Jacob Murphy, in that position. So Jacob Murphy gets a 4. In the left-back spot, and it was Matt Ritchie. And I'm sorry, but that position, it just does not work for him anymore. It just doesn't. Well, because I guess we had to play him there because we've got injuries to Lewis and, of course, Paul Dummett. Okay, then that's probably a fair option. But again, it's just that position for him is no good for him anymore. He can't defend the basics now. And he's lost a lot of pace, that is the thing. Matt Ritchie gets a 2. And now the centre-back. So first of all, Jamal Lascelles. And again, it's just absolutely garbage. He was managed to win a lot of headers. But again, the goals we conceded, I mean, the goal for Cancelo, he turns his body. And again, he kind of get the offside trap correct. Because Morris is onside for that goal. Which why VR looked into it and said he's onside. Jamal Lascelles has played him onside. Jamal Lascelles, he gets a 2. And alongside him, and that was Kieran Clark, and that's just absolutely woeful. It's that first goal that really annoys me. Just let the cross come in and just looking at the ball going, oh. Can't be bothered to hit the ball away. It's just pathetic, man. Kieran Clark, it's a 1. Now the midfield roles. So first of all, starting off with Isaac Hayden. Sloppy at times. Got booked for a rash tackle, which he did. And that is the thing. He has been out of the game for a canny bit. But I think we desperately missed Shelby yesterday. I think we really, really did. So Isaac Hayden, he gets a 4. And alongside him, and that was Joe Willock. And I'm sorry, but his attitude stinks at the minute. The games I've seen him play this season, he looks like he can't be bothered. And people are questioning, was his successful load season was to play for another opportunity at Arsenal? Because it does kind of look that way at the minute, doesn't it? Taken off at half time, rightly so, rotten completely. Joe Willock gets a 1 from me. And now the winger position. So right hand side in it was Miggy. And he did try. But there was times he was running into brick walls at times. That was the thing. So, yeah. So I'll give Miggy a 5. And on the left-hand side, it was Ryan Fraser. And again, the same. He definitely tried as well. He should have been given. That was a penalty. Because Edison wipes him out completely. That is a penalty. All day long. And it wasn't given. Ryan Fraser, he gets a 5 because, again, he was trying out there again as well. And now the 2 up front. So first of all, start off with Joe Linton. Again, who was coming back into a lot of midfield position. And again, best player out on the pitch again. Best player out on the pitch again. Lost the ball at times, but yes. Other players did, and Man City players did the same as well. And again, he's the only one that looks like he can be bothered at times. That is the thing. Best player again. Joe Linton, he gets a 6 from me. And now also Callum Wilson up front as well. Tried. Had an opportunity which was saved by Edison. There was at times again into brick walls. Manchester City looking to snuff out that danger as well. So there you are. So Callum Wilson gets a 5 from me. And now the substitutions. So first of all, starting off with ASM, he was dropped to the bench. And looks like he was starting to pass the ball more now. He did have an opportunity which he thought Callum Wilson was in the box. But Man City just managed to get their defenders back and clear that away. But that's what you want to see ASM do. Not hogging on the ball far too much. And if he looks to do that more, he might get his place back in the start lineup, which we'll see. ASM, I'll give him a 5. Next substitution, and that was Sean Longstaff. Didn't do a lot. Didn't really see him in the game, I thought. I must say. Just really offered nothing at all. So Sean Longstaff gets a 4. And the last substitution, and that was Jeff Hendrick, but came on with very little time remaining. So I'm not going to mark him. And now I'll go into Eddie Howe. I can see why he made some changes to try and rotate things out, dropping some players because they weren't up to scratch, particularly ASM at times. But to throw in Kieran Clark, who just looks all over the place at the moment, I'm sorry he got that massively wrong. So I'm going to give Eddie Howe a 4. So let me know in the comments section, do you agree with the ratings that I've gone with? If you were to change, let me know as always, and why. Tonight, 8 o'clock, Toon Review YouTube channel. It is the Rumour Mill Show. Going through players we have been linked with and asking would we take them at the club or not. So keep an eye out for that coming tonight. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to give this video a like. Drop your comments in as well. And please subscribe if you haven't checked me out as well. And also, as well, Wednesday, we have got PD's Football Live show as well. So keep out an eye for that coming. See you all later. Take care.